Hi love bugs, I'm back. I know you guys probably noticed why I'm all cozy and stuff, but let's go ahead and let's get into this video today on our top 12 movies for 2017. So let's go. Alright, so I was trying to do popcorn for this video, but this popcorn is expired and it's stale, and like my daughter burned it, so can't do the popcorn. I appreciate her making it for me, but what's more important is that let's hope that these movies for 2017, the 12 that I picked, it may be 2 extra ones that's in there, but let's see. Let's start off with the first one, and I have my iPad, so I'm gonna be reading from what I came up with. So we have this movie called Split that was released in January, actually to be specific, January 20th. This movie is about 3 girls who are kidnapped by this man who was diagnosed with 23 distinctive personalities. Okay, so basically these 3 girls have to try to escape before the apparent emergence of a frightful new 24th personality. So the person that plays in this is James McAvoy. I may be saying the name wrong, and I'm sorry, but this movie, I actually watched it. This movie is good, so definitely, I know January already passed, but this movie is out, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. Movie number 2, Rings. That movie was released back in on February 3rd. So basically, a young woman, she finds herself on the receiving end of a terrifying curse that threatens to take her life in 7 days. So you guys know how the ring goes. If you hear barking, those are my neighbors. They dogs is barking. So we're going to tune them out for right now. So basically, the stars are Matilda and Ingrid Lutz and Alex Rowe and Johnny Gallic. Logan came out on March 3rd. Basically, in the near future, Logan finds himself caring for Professor X somewhere in Mexico, but then Logan tries to attempt to hide from the world and his legacy but a young mutant arrives and pretty much brings dark forces. So I haven't seen this movie, but I definitely want to go ahead and check it out. So Logan is my 3rd movie. So Fate of the Furious comes out April 14th. It's basically where this woman seduces Dom into this world of mischief, and he gets into trouble, and basically it's going to test the fate of his team, his entire crew. I know for the poster it shows Jason Statham and The Rock kind of getting ready to fight, and they both are wearing prison attire or whatever. So definitely this is a movie to want to check out in the month of April. Now let's move on to the May movie, shall we? So basically the movie for May that I chose, it comes out on May 5th. It's Guardians of the Galaxy. Basically this movie is where the team, they pretty much go out to unravel the mystery of Peter Quill's true parentage. And basically the stars are Chris Pratt, Vin Diesel again, Sylvester Stallone. Those are some of the cast members that you're gonna see in this movie. Now I can tell you right now, in my house we got part 1, 2, 3. We're planning on buying part 4, and we definitely gonna get this one, the collection of Transformers: The Last Night. That movie comes out June 23rd. So basically what's happening is that humans and Transformers, they are at war after Optimus Prime has left. So basically the key is of saving our future is that we have to go back in the past. So that's what the movie is setting up in. So basically Michael Bay, you guys always know he's directing these Transformers movies. And then you have Mark Wahlberg, who was in the last Transformers. You have Stanley Tucci and Gemma Chan. The next movie, now who doesn't love Spidey? Everybody loves our superhero Spidey. So we have SpiderMan Homecoming coming out July 7th. And pretty much what's happening is that after the whole Captain America Civil War movie, you guys, if you haven't seen that, check that out. Peter Parker, he tries to balance his high school career, which, let me tell y'all something. Peter Parker been in high school for a long time. When is he gonna graduate? When is he gonna get married? When is he gonna get married? When we gonna see some babies? When is him and Mary Jan, I think it's her name, when they gonna get married, have some baby? Like, come on. Like, I mean, Peter Parker, he never gonna grow up. It's like one minute he grown, the next minute he back in high school. Y'all need to make up your mind. Like, I mean, we gotta get this together. So basically, that's what's happening. He's trying to get his life back together after the whole Captain America thing. So of course, you know, Robert Downey Jr. is in this movie, Tom Holland and Marissa Tomei. So let's go ahead. Like, we gonna see Spider-Man Homecoming. Let's see how it plays out, because Spider-Man just ain't gonna ever get out of high school. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's talk about Chucky's future wife. Her name is Annabelle. They're coming out with Annabelle 2 creation August 11th. Basically what's happening is that several years after a little girl's death, the doll maker's wife welcomes a nun and several girls from a shuttered orphanage into their home. And then after that, they start noticing that they become the target of the doll's possessed creations. So let me tell y'all, that movie already sound like I mean, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when you read these movies, you be like, okay, that sounds good. And then when you watch the trailer, you be like, oh, it looks so good. But when you watch the movie, you be like, why didn't this go straight to DVD? So just by reading this, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't know. We'll see when it comes out. Let's go ahead. Real quick. Some of the people that's going to be here is Miranda Otto and Stephanie Sigmund. So that's some of the cast and crew members. So let's go ahead and let's go to the next movie. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I don't even know how this movie made it on the list, but since I wanted to talk about the top 12 movies, I had to talk about this doggone movie. This movie is a remake of the 1999 movie called It by Steven Spielberg. I think I'm saying, no, I'm sorry, y'all. Stephen King. I get them all confused, but Stephen King is pretty much the one that wrote the novel about this. Basically, what happened in the first movie, y'all gotta check out the first movie before you can check out the second movie. Either way, I'm not watching this doggone movie because my eyes gonna be closed the whole time. But the last movie, what happened was there were 7 preteen outcasts that had to fight an evil demon who was possessed as a child killing clown. And then 30 years later, they had reunited to stop the demon, and but when it returns to their hometown. So that's what the first movie was about. Richard Thomas was in the first movie. Tim Reed, Anita O'Toole was in that movie. But now there's a new movie. The new movie that comes out September 8th. That movie is supposed to be like in a small town in Maine. You got 7 children who come face to face with life problems. Pretty much bullies, and a monster takes the shape of a clown called Pennywise, which Pennywise is also the name of the other clown. So in my opinion, I think this is a remake of the original movie from 1990. So I think that's what's really going on in this movie. But I could tell you right now, they've been promoting this movie really hard. And I've been noticing, and as we all know, it's been a lot of clown sightings. Between earlier this year and late last year, a lot of clown sightings. So I think all of this could be publicity to promote this movie, and another thing I got to say about this is just my opinion. Why this movie coming out September 8th and it ain't coming out in October? Because everybody know that everybody going to be dressing up like clowns. I don't know, whatever. Let's go on to the next 3 movies. That's the 2 movies that's in October. Okay, so there's 3 movies that's coming out in October. One of the movies has been pushed back so much that I pushed it off my list. But I'm going to let y'all know. Friday the 13th is supposed to come out October 13th, which is a Friday. That movie done been pushed back so many times. I'm going to be honest. I don't think Jason coming back. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's a budget issue. But let's talk about the 2 movies that are on the list and have their date set in stone. So we have Cult of Chucky, which is coming out Friday, October 20th. Basically, it picks up where Curse of Chucky left off. If you haven't watched Curse of Chucky, you need to watch that movie. I don't want to give out no spoiler alerts because some of these movies I've already seen, the ones before. But if you're like me, sometimes I watch the current movie and then I'll go back and watch the other movie, and then I'll be like, okay, I get why this happened. But if you're not like me and you want to make sure you're not lost when you watch part 2, make sure you watch part 1. So basically, the Cult of Chucky is picking up is picking up where Curse of Chucky left off. And basically what's happening is that the woman from the last movie, Chucky, is pretty much coming back to pretty much torment her and Andy. I know y'all remember Andy from the first 2, 3, I think it was part 1, 2, 4, and then he disappeared. So basically they're trying to get, oh yeah, also his bride is coming back too. So that's another thing that's going on. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this movie, I'm definitely gonna watch this movie. I used to be scared of Chucky. I ain't scared of Chucky no more, because let me tell you, Chucky can get these hands. So let's go to the next October movie. The October movie, October 27th, we have Saw 8 Legacy. Let me tell you, this better be a legacy, and this better be the final cut, because I think they did have one that was the final cut, but I thought that was it for the Saw. For some reason, they letting this movie live on even after the old man that was in the movie had died. So it's like, again, they're coming back where they're saying that you know, bodies are pretty much piling up, and they're starting investigation all over again. So this is by the stars in this movie is Laura Vandervoort and Matt Passmore. Oh yeah, and Tobin Bell is in this movie. So this is supposed to be, I hope it's the last one. I don't know. Jigsaw, he just need to give it up and just put this puzzle together and just move on with his life. Because I'm telling you, Saw needs to stop. Like, these movies are starting to get weird. Okay, there's not even a storyline anymore. It's just all over the place. So hopefully they stop there. I didn't tell you guys real quick for for the Cult of Chucky. A lot of the people that are coming back, you got Jennifer Tilly, Alex Vincent, who played Andy in the last movies, and you have Fiona Dourif, which is the voice of the guy that plays the voice of Chucky. That's his daughter. So those are people that's coming out for the Cult of Chucky. Those are gonna be the cast and crew members. So let's go ahead and go to our November and December movies. All right, so for November 3rd, Thor is coming out. Basically, Thor is supposed to be going against the Hulk. Pretty much, they supposed to be, you know, going through this match so that Thor can save his people. So let me tell you, this movie is supposed to have Tom Hiddleston, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Idris Elba is in this movie. Ladies, if y'all like Idris Elba, y'all need to watch this movie. I seen the little well, no, I didn't see the poster for this one. But if Idris Elba is in it, usually he doesn't play in a movie unless it's good. I think he's probably gonna still play as the Watchman. I think he was, or the Timekeeper, or the Gatesman. I think or the Guardsman or Gatesman. Either way, I know he was at the entrance in order for you to get into the actual city. So either way, yeah, y'all need to stay tuned for that one. All right, so let's go ahead and get into our December movie. All right, so December 22nd. Okay, it looks like The Rock is really busy this year, or he was at some point in time really busy. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, is coming out December 22nd. So basically what's supposed to happen is, instead of it being how it was in the first Jumanji, I'm not even gonna tell y'all, but it's going to be the opposite of the first Jumanji. For everybody that saw that Jumanji, it's going to be basically where 4 teenagers are sucked into the world of Jumanji. So it's going to start off from there. And basically, they're going to have to survive. They have to try to survive. And basically, the characters from here are going to be... Oh, yeah, also, and they have to beat the game and return to Earth. Here are the top ones for the cast and crew members, because I know that by me saying these names and name dropping, that you guys are going to be marking y'all calendars for this movie. So you got The Rock, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Karen Gillan. Boy, look at here. The fact that Jack Black and Kevin Hart, they are funny by themselves. And the fact that you're going to put both of them together in a movie, like, I love The Rock. The Rock is funny. But he's funny if he plays with other people. If he's like, I mean, I didn't mean to say it like that, but if he's in a movie with other people, The Rock is funny. But when you got people who are funny by themselves, and I mean, Jack Black, I don't know if you guys saw this movie that he was in. I think it's called The End. No, it wasn't called The End. It was Goosebumps. That movie was so freaking funny. Like every movie that he plays in, I'm laughing. Okay, and Nacho Libre, I don't know if you've seen that movie. That movie was funny. Jack Black is hilarious. I don't know if you guys ever seen Tropic Thunder. If you haven't checked that movie out, check it out. But really, you just gonna name you gonna, look, my cameraman, let me show y'all what he doing. He's showing me the phone with all the movies for Kevin Hart. He want to represent for Kevin Hart, so let's go ahead and get Kevin Hart movies out here. He played About Last Night, Soul Plane, Laugh at My Pain, Think Like a Man 1 and 2. Let's see, Paper Soldier, Scary Movie 3. He was in Little Fockers. I didn't remember that. 35 and Ticking, Scary Movie 4, Not Easily Broken. I remember him in that movie. The 40-Year-Old Virgin. He was not in The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Nah, I don't think he was in that one. Something Like a Business. And Let Go. Let Go, yeah, that was a movie he was in. So my cameraman actually handed me the phone because I mean he wants to make sure Kevin Hart gets the recognition he deserves. Okay, but you know what would have really been funny if they would have added what's the little short mini me, like the short, what's his name? Oh my goodness, Cat Williams. They should have put Cat Williams in there too. You know what I'm saying? Cause the lady Karen, I don't know who she is, but if they would have replaced Karen with with Cat Williams, I feel like this movie would have been super hilarious. The first Jumanji, I don't remember it really being funny. I mean, but Robin Williams was in it, so I'm pretty sure it has some funny parts. But definitely check out Jumanji. Pretty much check out all these movies. I mean, there's a lot of movies that are coming out this year, but I had to do the top 12. I think I probably did more than 12. If you guys didn't notice, I'm going to point out for you guys that I did the movies based off months. So I went from January all the way to December, so that way it's in order. So that way you guys, if you don't know what movie to watch, I just made it easy for you guys. Just scroll down my list below. I'm gonna have the name of the movie and the date that it's released or coming out down below, so that way you guys can check out these movies, and then we can go in the comments section and we can talk about these movies, or y'all can send me a message. I mean, because we talk about them in the comments, people gonna be like, spoiler alert, you know. Or I could do another video at the beginning of next year. That might even be better. Y'all let me know. Let's get this going. As always, love bugs, you guys know I love you. I'm about to check out this movie. It's this one movie that's coming out. I think we're going to end up watching tonight either Get Out or Kong, or it's another movie we was wanting to watch. We like watching a lot of scary movies, so I know that we're going to try to get this movie's popping. But at the end of the day, you guys, let me know what you guys think about the top 12 movies, and some movies that you guys think that I should have added to the list. But either way, you guys, as always, love bugs, you guys know that I love you. Y'all are family. Yeah, let me go ahead with my burnt popcorn and my coffee. Not my coffee, my tea. And yeah, let me go try to watch a movie. All right.